What is up, you guys? It's ZXRyuu, and today I want to take some time to thank you, the viewers. This is just going to be just kind of a channel update, like talking video, I guess. So I'm playing TGM 1, and like I've kind of mentioned in previous videos, my TGM 1 audio is like really glitchy, and I still have not been able to figure out how to get that working consistently, but I just figured, you know, it'd be a good game to play while I kind of talk about what's going on and what's coming up in the future and everything. So, recently we just passed the halfway mark for the Twitch subscribers. We have a goal of 50 subscribers for that, because then that allows me to do some extra things on my Twitch channel that I can't do right now. So we've got 25, and that just recently happened this last week. So thank you guys so much for subscribing and watching on Twitch. That's awesome. I'm really excited about getting back on Twitch, because it had been quite a while since I had done anything on Twitch, and I was just concerned that my bandwidth was not going to be good enough to really stream anything or, you know, use Twitch anymore. But it turns out that I didn't need a huge amount of bandwidth in order to do stuff. So that's worked out really well. So I'm really excited for everybody watching on Twitch, and we've also picked up some new subscribers on YouTube also. So thank you guys so much for subscribing on YouTube. The numbers on YouTube have kind of fluctuated up and down a little bit. I think some people kind of jumped in and then jumped out, so the number wasn't consistent kind of through the month of August, but it seems to have settled out. So we're up to 42 on that. So you know, like I always want to kind of keep saying, is that you guys aren't just numbers to me. You know, it's really. I think it's really cool that you guys have kind of chosen to hang out with us and to spend your time watching our streams, and just I hope you guys get a lot of enjoyment out of it, and that it's something that's really interesting to you, and kind of hope to continue making videos and content that's interesting, and just continue to play new and older games as well. I mean, I'm primarily a retro gamer. That's just the games that I kind of grew up playing were a lot of retro things, and and so I tend to focus on those, but I try and play some newer games, I guess, and I still have some ideas of games that I want to play in the future on stream that are even newer than what I have been doing. So I mean, I'm really excited for the future of the channel, and also for kind of just the future of what's going on with everything on YouTube and Twitch. So I mean, I really hope you guys will continue to enjoy the ride, and I mainly just wanted to kind of take this opportunity to say thank you guys so much for subscribing and commenting, and just giving feedback and different things, you know, helping me to understand what's interesting to you guys, and what's you know, what you guys want to see out of the channel, and also just for helping me kind of think outside the box a little bit, and think about some different things that would help the channel grow and get more recognition. So I just really thank you guys for all of your feedback and comments regarding just content updates and everything. So that's been really cool to talk to you guys with about that stuff. And I don't know, there's just a lot of cool things going on right now, I feel like, and I'm just really looking forward to kind of the future of the channel, and what we're gonna do in the next hopefully several years. I mean, I don't know how long this is gonna last. Whoops. Because I mean, life can kind of change suddenly, as what we've seen with COVID and everything. So, which I'm sure everybody is kind of sick of hearing at this point. So I mean, myself included, but um, I don't know. I mean, just 2020 has been a really interesting time for getting the channel back up and running and getting new things going and working on old projects and just kind of expanding on different things. And so I'm really thankful for you guys that kind of have come along for the ride or have kind of started to come along with us. And you know, it's just been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed this year of just different things that have happened, different games that we've played, different, I don't know, just different, like, I don't know, just a lot of different things that have happened this year. I don't know, I'm just really looking forward to continuing to make videos and just having fun with the channel and everything. And hopefully you guys will continue to come along with us. I'm trying to think of what to kind of tell you guys in terms of like what I've got in mind for the future. I mean, I'm hoping that things will just kind of they'll just be more, but also at the same time, I'm hoping that I can continue to raise the quality of the videos and the recordings, and just continue to teach you guys new things and learn new things myself about how like game tech works. And I don't know, just hopefully I can share some more information with you guys about helping your setup be as good as it can be, and also to improve my own setup some. Let's see here. In the works right now, I've got a video that I'm still working on putting together. It's been a little while in coming, just because I haven't had as much time as I would have liked to kind of sit down and do a bunch of like, I don't know, just like off-camera recording, I guess. I've been wanting to kind of keep up with the stream schedule that I've made of doing Fridays, or Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I've been trying really hard to keep up with that schedule, and kudos to the people that are, you know, that try and make a career out of streaming games, recording games and stuff, because it's challenging to kind of keep up a consistent schedule and you know, continuing to make the content great, and you know, keep you guys interested in what's going on, and trying to pick up new people, and you know, just do a lot of different things. And so it's been really interesting to kind of learn what all goes into that, because I was always just thinking, oh, it's, you know, that's really easy to do that stuff. You just play games and blah blah blah. But you know, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and you got to really work hard at it. And I've kind of found a lot of that out this year, that there's a lot of stuff that you got to do in order to keep a YouTube or Twitch or whatever kind of channel going, and just the amount of effort that you have to put into that for editing videos. And I mean, I don't do a lot of editing with videos because I just kind of like to get myself in a position where I can just put stuff up, you know, with minimal effort. But there's a lot of work that goes into that stuff, and so you know, it's challenging to make, kind of like try and make this your career. And I didn't set out to, you know, make this my career, but I just thought, you know what, I'm really curious as to how much work it actually takes to keep up a schedule, and to, you know, release videos almost every day, and this kind of thing, like what people do that do a career out of this. That was almost English somehow. And it's really challenging. So, and I'm doing really bad this game. But you know, I appreciate you guys hanging with us and just hanging out with us. I really want to get more going with Twitch and YouTube, just so that you guys can see more videos consistently, and also to just I really want to kind of set myself up to where I can beat a bunch of these games that I had bought a long time ago, like years ago, and just never got around to playing. And I really want to kind of go along with you guys on that and continue playing those games and getting all that stuff checked off my list or whatever. You know, I'm gonna just suicide. This is not a good game. Because I don't know, I just think it's interesting that I've had this goal in mind for a while of finishing the games that I bought years ago and just never, for whatever reason, got around to it. So I just think it'd be cool if you guys kind of came along the ride, came along with me for the ride on that one. I don't know, just get to experience some of that stuff with me. So that's kind of one of the things that I had set out to do, was just, I want to finish a lot of the games that I bought because I don't want them to go to waste. I want to, you know, if I thought they were interesting at one point, I want to either play them or I want to, you know, either get rid of them for something else, or, you know, you kind of know what I mean. It's just, I want to finish up some of the games that I've had sitting on my shelf for a while. And I just thought this would be a good way to do that, so you guys can maybe see some games that you haven't seen before or ever. I mean, I know the internet has made it so that there's not really, you know, there's not really too many games anymore that people don't know something about. But between myself, CSAN, all of us that have contributed to the channel, I mean, we have a lot of different games that we enjoy and that we play. And so I just want to kind of share some of that stuff with you guys, in case, you know, some of the stuff looks fun and you guys want to do it yourself, you know. Because I've always thought one of the things with the channel that I like is to not just, you know, not just make it so that you guys have to come watch us or whatever play these games. You can get involved and do it, you know, play some of these games yourself if they look interesting. And so, you know, I've been trying to help provide some of the tools and information necessary so that you guys can go get involved and play these games yourself rather than just watching us play them. So that's always kind of been in the back of my head. I'm finding too that there's a lot of interest in just kind of some of these oddball topics, like related to arcade equipment and retro consoles, a lot of which I don't have information at this point. I wish I did, but I'm still researching and still learning more about it so that I can share that with you when I do learn it. So it's just tough because a lot of it is trial and error and just takes a lot of time to get worked out. So the information sometimes is a little bit fewer and farther between than I would like. But I'm still out there working on it, still trying to learn new things, and I don't know, it's just learning new things and studying equipment and old games and stuff is really interesting to me. So it's not like it's a hardship. It's more just the time that I have to kind of put into it, because my time is, you know, pretty limited, like I'm sure a lot of people's are, or is. I don't know. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's not a hardship for me to go out and learn this stuff. I just wish I could kind of get the information out to you guys sooner. You know, and the cost of getting equipment for trial and error too is, you know, often not what I like to do either. I like to kind of have a plan of what I'm going to do and what equipment I'm going to go out and get before I set out on something, just because I don't want to waste my time and my money. So it's tough. And I mean, again, like I said in my last channel update, I don't want to kind of ask for money on the channel. You know, I want to make the channel just available to you guys without you having to pay for some kind of information or anything. I want that stuff to be free and available to you. But kind of as a result, the trade-off of that is I have to kind of self-fund the channel and, you know, get get the equipment that I need in order to learn something new or try something or whatever, which takes time. So, but to those people that are subscribed to the channel that are really interested in arcade stuff specifically, I want to let you guys know that I still have not forgotten about the stuff that you've asked me about. I'm still out here trying to either figure it out, or I'm trying to save up money in order to get the equipment that I need to make forward progress on this. It's just been kind of challenging this year, you know, because I've kind of changed strategies a little bit with my family and just some of the stuff that that we've been doing to kind of reach some of those goals that we've set out. So so as a result, the funds that are going to the channel are a little bit lower. But it doesn't mean that I don't care about it. It doesn't mean that I don't want to go out and learn it. It's just going to take a little bit longer than I thought, unfortunately. So, so please hang in there. I'm still trying to get all that stuff figured out, and I really hope to get that information to you guys as soon as I can. So I really am interested in doing this. So there's some other stuff I would like to learn too, but it's really difficult to, especially in the arcade realm, to get the equipment and information necessary, because it's just all out in no man's land that, you know, nobody really knows a lot about some of the stuff that we're trying to deal with, like how to get replacement hard drives for arcade games, how to replace security keys if they go wrong. I mean, there's some services out there that are official that that cost a lot of money, and so, you know, the community is looking for alternatives to kind of save some time and save some money on that one. And so I mean, it's really interesting, but it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of time, just because a lot of it is unknown, which is, you know, really kind of sad, because I've always found it really interesting to learn about what goes into different equipment and different companies and how they went about making certain equipment, and I don't know, just all sorts of different stuff. I mean, you name it. But I guess to kind of save myself from rambling too much, I am still working on getting the information that I need to build up more stuff for arcade equipment, and you know, helping you guys out in that way, so you can learn something new, and also save yourself some headache on arcade stuff. Let's see here. On the setup front, I guess of my own equipment and own gaming setup and stuff, there's kind of two pieces of equipment that I've got left that I want to pick up in order to finish everything, before I kind of make a few more videos on how to help your setup or this kind of thing. So the RetroTink video went over really well, and so I really appreciate you guys watching that video and checking it out and everything. It's been really, I don't know, it's just been really interesting to see the response from that. So, and it's not necessarily through comments, but it's just been, that video in particular has gotten quite a few views, and so I'm really appreciative of those people that watched that video. So kind of aside from doing the RetroTink video, I do want to do a just another type of video. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm really excited about it. I'm trying to get to it, and I'm probably going to work on it some more tomorrow, just because I'm getting more and more amped up thinking about it. So I want to kind of get that out the door so you guys can see what I'm talking about, so I don't have to be so cryptic about it every time. This is really bad stacking right now. So yeah, so the only things that I really need is I need one more RGB cable, and then I also need something called the Selecti 21. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that or not, but it's another piece of technology that's made by Micomsoft, I believe, the same people that make the FrameMeister, and it's a 3-in-1 JP21 RGB switcher. And the reason why I want to get one of those is because I've got several consoles that I'm just kind of swapping cables in and out, and it's kind of annoying because of the way my system is right now. I have to kind of get on the floor and crawl around in order to change the cables, and so it's not ideal. But I would like to change that out here pretty soon, or just get the Selecti so I don't have to mess around with that all the time. So that's on the horizon, and then this last RGB cable is on the horizon as well. So, but after that, that's really all I need in order to finish up my setup. So I'm really excited about that. It's been a long time coming since I kind of started out trying to get everything ready for this setup so that it could just kind of turn on and go and record and do everything. So, so that's out there. As for like current series, you know, kind of just what I've been talking about with going through old games that I've bought and, you know, I've been wanting to finish. So that's primarily where the Let's Play series that I've been doing is going to go, because I just want to revisit old games to see how they were and see if I feel any differently about them now, being older. And then I'm going to try and do more games that are newer. I don't know quite what games to do that are newer. I mean, I've had people kind of suggest all over the map of doing, you know, things that are like semi-recent, like the Final Fantasy VII Remake, but then also things like Fall Guys even, and I'm like, I don't know, just the more I kind of look at different like indie type games, there's a few indie games that CSandFire and I have played, but I don't know, we just don't generally go that route. We seem to kind of wait until a game is either like a known quantity, or we just kind of play games off the cuff that are interesting to us. And so some of the reason why we haven't played some of these games that are newer is just because they haven't looked that interesting to us, and we just haven't wanted to spend the money on them to try them out. You know, because CSandFire and I, especially us three, just our funds are limited just based on, one, how the world is, and then two, you know, just what we're trying to do in our own lives. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to clean this up. Let's see. So we're just kind of hesitant to drop some money on some stuff that we're not sure we're going to like. So that's why I say we sometimes go with games that are known quantities, just so that we can, you know, save ourselves the money and stuff. So. But as a result, then that's kind of difficult to get in on some of the new stuff that everybody's wanting to see. So, we try and also do some games that aren't as well known, like the Naruto GNT SP game. Since it's just from Japan, I mean, that was pretty unknown when we started playing it. But CSAN was really interested in it and had played some of the other games in that series anyway. So it made it a little bit easier to make that jump to go out and buy it, even though it was a little bit more pricey and just we weren't sure. That's kind of the reason why I'm going back and playing older games, is just one, our funds are kind of limited, and two, just for myself, I've been wanting to go back and play games that I bought years ago that I never finished or never even started. to see if it was even worth buying in the first place. So there's some. I'm trying to think of what. Whoops, I meant to spin that. So I'm trying to think of what games that are out there that would be coming up, I guess, for you guys to start thinking about, or just start, wondering, hey, do I want to watch that or not? So there's Star Ocean to the End of Time is one for the PlayStation 2 that I bought a really long time ago, and was really interested to play it when it first came out, but it never really stuck out to me as one game that I just wanted to sit down and play. But it is on my list of games to do. The other one that I've been thinking about a lot more is The Legend of Dragoon. That was a game that I started pretty soon after it came out, but I got to about disc 3, I think, and then stopped, and then subsequently lost my save file somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where my save file went for that one, but I was borrowing the game from the Grey Dragon for a while, and then just, I don't know, just kind of lost interest and quit in it. I don't know if I just lost interest in the story, or if it was just I didn't know what I was doing, or what happened there. So, but that game's on my list of games to play. The other thing that I've been thinking a lot about and very seriously considering doing is I've wanted to eventually play and beat all of the Final Fantasies, except with the exception of a few, because there's just some that just don't interest me. Like Final Fantasy 11, I'm not interested in doing, and just a couple of others, but anyway, the one that I really want to do soon, I hope, is I want to go back and do Final Fantasy 1 on the original NES. But the thing I'm running into with, or the thing I'm running into lately is that I'm having trouble, one, locating an NES, because there doesn't seem to be one that's near me that I can get outside of getting on eBay and buying something. But at the same time, I want to be able to rip NES ROMs at the same time when I do this. So I'm really trying to figure out, do I want to go down the path of getting an NES, modding it for RGB, because that's really what I would do, and so that it would look good on stream and everything. Or do I want to go down the route of getting something like the AVS that has the copy nest function, so I can at least rip save files. Now, the thing I can't seem to understand is whether or not the AVS can rip ROMs or if it's just save files. Because if it can rip ROMs too, I would probably just opt to get an AVS instead. But I've also, just in talking to the Grey Dragon about that particular project, he was saying that at this point in time, it might make more sense to just kind of play it on an emulator. And I'm like, well, I could do that, but one, I'd have to buy the cart, and then I would have to rip it if I wanted to do it legally. Because I really want to do things legally with that, because that whole ROM playing and everything is still in a giant gray area, and I don't want to take any chances. So I'm trying to figure out all of that for playing that game specifically. So if anybody has kind of any information regarding like the AVS and whether or not it can rip ROMs, and any way that I could get a hold of Final Fantasy 1 for the NES without paying an arm and a leg for it, I would really like to talk to you about that. So that's on the horizon as well. Let's see here. Another thing that I was going to mention for arcade stuff is I am absolutely baffled as to why my TGM1 audio is not working properly. I have not been able to get it working, which is why I'm playing just extra music off of a playlist that I have. So because I have no idea how to fix this audio anymore. It's just, it does not want to work, and I don't know why. So if you've never seen TGM1, this is what it looks like. It's a lot different than TGM2, just because there's not as much to it. But also at the same time, I have no audio for it either. And I'm dead. So I don't know. I would really like to get in touch with somebody that kind of understands arcade machine audio and try and understand why the heck this isn't working right. Because I'd ultimately like to get it fixed, but I don't know what's wrong with it. I had it working at one point when I first got it, but when I try that same setup now, it doesn't work, and I have no idea what to think. So it's just very up in the air right now as to why this doesn't work, which is why I don't stream it very often, or since this is the first time I've streamed it. So yeah, if anybody knows anything about CPS1, I think that's what this board is. I think this is a CPS1 board. If anybody knows anything about the audio for that, I would love to talk to you about it, because I am baffled as to why this isn't working. I know it requires external audio in order to run, and it needs some kind of hardware interface to accept the bizarre signal, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm going about it wrong. So, so let's see here. And other games that I've got, the Grey Dragon and I were recently talking about Final Fantasy 12. So I'd like to go through that one at some point, but I still think that's a ways down the road, because I'd like to kind of start with Final Fantasy 1 and work my way down. I have the PlayStation 1 version, but I'm really hesitant to use it because, yeah, the graphics are a little better, but just from what I understand, it's just kind of overall a worse version. It's way better to play the NES version if you're going to play it. But maybe that's just a matter of opinion. I don't know. So I would like to... I would really like to do Final Fantasy 1 here soon. Couldn't make that spin. The Kingdom Hearts series is going okay. I'm not having too much trouble with that. It was mainly just this last part that I recorded that was frustrating because of that one area. So if you have not seen that video, I would encourage you to go watch it. It was like, what on earth is going on here? Like I said in my last, I'm like suiciding for like on a weird thing here. But like I said in my last channel update video, if there's stuff that you guys want to see, throw it out there and we'll consider it, because we want the channel to be entertaining for you guys. I know that I myself am not like the most entertaining person or the most energetic person to watch all the time, but you know, I do hope the videos and stuff are entertaining to you and that you are finding them enjoyable. You know, but I myself am not a entertaining personality or whatever. I just kind of think of things that are off the top of my head to talk about, and that's kind of what you get, because I don't just like sit here and plan a, you know, okay, what am I going to talk about this time? Because even this video, I'm just kind of ad-libbing. But yeah, the Kingdom Hearts playthrough is still going well, and I'll continue to work on that. I guess now time for Pokemon Crystal. So that series is, I haven't done too much else with that series, but like I said before, I was gonna kind of, I was just gonna do that one slowly, kind of as time allowed. So there's there's definitely more to be done with that, and I'm looking forward to playing it. And I'm glad you guys were kind of really, I don't know, just you were really interested in it, and so I'm glad you asked for it, because that I don't know, that was just cool to me to see that, there's a lot of people that really want to see more of this, more of Pokemon and this kind of thing. So so I'm excited about that. I've got some other ideas of some games that I'm going to do that are kind of shorter as well, but it's mainly just, you know, just playing the games through one at a time, and just making it to the end. So but yeah, there's lots of games on my shelf that I have yet to play, and so I'm really excited to play them, and I'm just excited for you guys to come along the ride too. But yeah, I mean, you guys are awesome for wanting to subscribe and watch this channel. I mean, there's thousands of other channels you guys could be watching, but I'm really thankful that you guys chose to subscribe to ours, and that you're, you know, getting some enjoyment out of it, and commenting and all that stuff, and asking questions. My favorite thing is just answering tech questions about gaming hardware and this kind of thing. I mean, that's really like my favorite thing to do. But I also just like chatting about that stuff while I'm playing games too, because I don't know. I think it's cool to kind of talk about game hardware, and then also at the same time to see that hardware in action and see kind of what it does, rather than just talk about it. So I like to do more than just kind of talk about equipment. I like to kind of show it off, and also just get you guys interested in what's out there and what you can potentially do with it. So so I don't know. I just kind of hang out and enjoy playing games and enjoy talking about games. So that's what I really like to do, and so I'm glad that I've kind of got this outlet that I can come do that. And just some people that care about it the same way that I do and are interested in it in the same way. So so let's see. Trying to think what else there is to kind of talk about for this channel update. Yeah, a lot of it's just kind of coming down to doing what I've been talking about. So instead of just talking about it, going out and doing it. So I guess I'll throw this out there too for anybody that didn't hear this in another in the video that I talked about it. I'm not remembering exactly which video it was that I mentioned this, but I'm still trying to sell my 3DS XL because I have two of them, and I don't really need two. I only need the one that I have, and so I've been trying to sell off my my other one, but that's been kind of hit or miss on any communication or any, I don't know, just anything moving forward there. So if anybody is interested in a 3DS XL, it's not a new 3DS XL, it's one of the older ones, but it can be hacked, and because I've hacked it before, but also at the you know, but at the same time, it's available. So if you're interested in that, I've got a post on Reddit that you can go check out to see if you're interested in it. So so that's out there. The other thing is with the 3DS XL, I'm interested also to potentially trade it for an NES if somebody has an NES and they don't they don't necessarily want to pay money for the 3DS, but they'd be willing to trade me a NES for the Final Fantasy project. That'd be cool. That's out there as well. So so anyway, that's available to you guys as something if you're interested. I will post a link in the description of this video so that you guys can go see the Reddit post. I guess Reddit posts, because I've got one for trading it and one for selling it. So whichever route you guys would potentially be interested in. Oops, I was thinking too far ahead. That's not great. Need to kind of start transitioning to doing castle stacking here so I can deal with the max speed here at some point. If I even make it that far. Yeah, so I don't know. Just the other thing that I didn't mention with kind of the YouTube subscriber goal, in case you haven't heard anything about that either, is that the YouTube subscriber goal is just to help me get up to the point of 100 subscribers so that I can change my URL to be something that's my username rather than just some random thing that Google assigned when I created the account. So because I'd like to be able to make my channel a little bit easier to find, but in order to do that you have to have 100 subscribers. So so yeah, that's oh my gosh, really? That was going so well. No. So anyway, that's what that's for. And like I said, for Twitch, I'm just trying to get to 50 so that I can change some more things about my Twitch channel so that to make it a little bit better for you guys. So but yeah, I mean, I love answering you guys' questions. You know, I love talking to you guys. It's been nice to, you know, I guess not necessarily like formally meet you guys, but to just to talk to you in the comments and to help you guys get your equipment working or to help you with some problem or this kind of thing has been really I don't know, it's been really cool. So I'm really thankful for anybody who asks I'm not a hobbitses. To anybody who asks questions, I really think it's fun. So don't hesitate to ask me any questions about game hardware or anything like that. I'm more than happy to help you guys out and to try and get things working or to help you build up something better. So so I get a lot of enjoyment out of that. So so yeah, there's just, I don't know, I guess to kind of reiterate just to the highlights, if you want to just the TLDR or whatever, is things are going well. I'm hoping to continue to build up more stuff, play more games that I have on my list of things that I've never completed or never played, and to share that with you guys and to learn new things about arcade equipment and about just gaming equipment and what's going on in the community and everything, and just hope to help share that with you guys so you guys can learn more stuff as well. And you know, thanks guys for subscribing on Twitch. So we're halfway to that goal, and we're almost halfway to the YouTube subscriber goal as well. And so I'm super stoked. There's been a lot of activity this year on that, and it's just been really cool to see. I mean, I've been really excited to every time I check the stats and stuff on YouTube and on Twitch. I'm always just interested to see who's decided to join and come along for the rides. So so as always, I mean, you guys are awesome. You know, as Blackbeard the Great always says, he always reminds everybody to be great, and I always just want to remind you guys that you know, that you're more than just a number to me. And I'm thankful that you have chosen to come along for the ride with us, and hope you'll continue to do so in the future. And we're available to talk if you need us for anything, and just want to see things kind of be the best they can be. You know, especially since there's so much bad news in the world right now. I mean, we want to be a source of encouragement and good news for you. So so we're always available if you need something. So I think that pretty much covers it. So I guess at the end of this game, we'll call it for this video, and we'll keep on keeping on. Oops. And it might be a lot sooner than I think if I keep playing this way. I'm not sure exactly what my record is for this game. I know at one point I had it written down or something like that, but I cannot for the life of me remember what that is. I don't know if it's 600 or what, but anyway. Oh, come on, no. Yep, there we go. That's it. So, anyway, so thanks for listening to me ramble, and you know, I just really want to say thank you guys for watching the videos, for commenting, for subscribing, for hanging out, and you guys are awesome as always. And I hope you found this video interesting and learning more about what we're doing with the channel right now. And we'll catch you in the next video. So, see you guys later. Have an awesome day.